In this video, we'll look into how an Excel spreadsheet can be loaded into a table. Drag the data flow task, the control flow, double click. Here you want the source. So drag the Excel source. In C column, we have a test folder. Inside that there is a my Excel spreadsheet which has got this emp id, emp name 1A, 2B, 3C, 4D, 5E, 6. Let us load this Excel sheet into a table. So double click the Excel and new Excel connection manager. What is the Excel file path? Is C test my Excel, and it is Microsoft SQL Server 2007 2010. So first row has got column names emp id and emp. Okay, name of the Excel sheet, that's sheet 1. Columns emp id, emp name, and then we'll take a table. So OLEDB destination. Let us name this as my test. The table name, when you are trying to create a table name, it will automatically show up whatever name you give here. So my test. So let us connect this to this destination. Double click the destination and create a new. So this is already been created. So if you want to create new, you have to create new. For the server name, you can just copy it from here, right click this, properties, and copy this, SQL basics. So paste it here and select the database name using SQL basics. Test connection. Okay. So we have this SQL basics 1, and we have to select this table. So if you don't want to select the already existing tables, then you can create one. The my test is being created. Whatever you name the destination, that destination name has come here, and emp id, emp name. So we are creating this table here. My test has been created. Mappings, emp id to emp id, emp name to emp. Okay. So now if I execute this, okay, the package execution completed with success. Close it. If I go to this, refresh the tables, now you can see that there is no my test table here. So if I refresh it, that my test will show up. Select top 1000 1A, 2B, 3C, 4D, 5E. So the spreadsheet has been loaded to the table in this database. That's how you can use the Excel source to load a Excel spreadsheet to database. Now we'll read from table and write to Excel. So here we have a table marks in the SQL basics database. This is the SQL basics database, and we have table marks, and it has got these columns: student, subject, and marks. A and B students are there. These are the subjects, these are the marks. We'll read from this table and write it to the Excel file from SSIS. So read from the table, we'll have OLEDB source, take the data flow task, click, go to OLEDB source, rename it marks. So we will read the marks table. Server is this is the server name, and SQL Basics is the database name. We selected the tabular view, marks, columns, have student, subject, marks. Now let us drag the Excel destination. Go down, there is a Excel destination. Drag it onto the flow. Connect marks to Excel destination. Now double click Excel destination. Excel connection manager, we have used it for loading the table after reading the Excel file. But why we are now reading the table and writing it to the Excel file, so we need a new Excel connection manager. So let us create a new Excel connection manager and select the file path. So I'll go to C test and I'll create marks. Yes, dot Excel, open. Okay, so these marks should be transferred to the Excel file. That's why I just named it as marks, and there won't be any Excel sheets now, so we have to create one. So let us create a new. So here the student will create it as n char of 50, and subject the n where so these are the Unicode data types. Int, marks is int, and it says please select the new Excel sheet from the drop down list box. So any white space in the Excel sheet name have been replaced by underscore. So we select this Excel sheet. Let us go to the map. It says map the columns on mapping page. Go to the mapping page, and we have student, subject, and marks mapped. And here we have this dt underscore str here, and here we have dt underscore wstr. Here dt str and dt underscore wstr. Wstr is the Unicode, and this is the dt underscore str is the non-Unicode. So now I get the error. Column student cannot convert between Unicode and non-Unicode string data types. There is a error list you can see from here. Cannot convert between Unicode and non-Unicode string data types. So what we should do now is we should convert the input data to Unicode. For that we use this data conversion. There is a data conversion transformation. So if I drag this data conversion, connect this, drag this down. Okay. So now double click data conversion, select student, subject and marks. So this data type we are converting it to dt underscore wstr for student, and for subject also we are converting it to dt underscore wstr. So just say okay. Now connect this. So in the data conversion we have these output aliases as copy of student, copy of subject, copy of marks. So when you converted the data type, it has created another output alias and have these names: copy of student, copy of subject, copy of marks. So if I go to the Excel destination mappings, so we can't map student and subject and marks here. Now we have to map copy of student, copy of subject and copy of marks to the destination. So if you want, we can delete it from here. You click on this and you can delete it, but it's easier to change it here. And just say input column is copy of student, input column is copy of subject, and input column is copy of marks. So it has removed these connections between student, subject and marks and added them to the copy of student, copy of subject and copy of marks. Okay, now if I execute this, so it has run successfully. Marks, 6 rows are flowing out of it and 6 rows flowing out of the data conversion after we converted the data to the Excel destination. So I click here, come out of the run mode. Now if I go to C test, I have this marks created. I'll click that. The student, subject and marks, there are 7 rows, including the header. So there are 6 records, 3 for A and 3 for B. If you go to the table and see, there are 6 rows, 3 for student A, 3 for student B. Maths, physics, chemistry, 90, 80, 70, 80, 70, 60. So maths, physics, chemistry, maths, physics, 90, 80, 70, 80, 70. So that's how we transferred the data from the table to the Excel file. If you like the video, please subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button. For notifications on upcoming videos, please click on the bell icon.